Welcome back to K-BUZZPOP, where we dive into the moments that make fans gasp, rewind, and wonder what might be happening behind the scenes. Today's story feels like something straight out of a romantic drama. Soft lights, a dreamy European backdrop, and two stars whose chemistry has kept fans talking for years. So settle in, because this is one of those stories where every glance, every smile, and every quiet second seems to mean something more. It all began in the heart of Paris, the city that somehow turns even the simplest encounters into cinematic memories. Travelers call it magical, photographers call it timeless, and for KK drama fans, it has now become the setting for a moment that sparked waves of excitement online. According to fans and eyewitness reports circulating across social media, Junho and Im Yoona were spotted spending time together inside a luxury hotel lounge. Not a public fan event, not a staged appearance. Just a quiet, cozy moment that felt unexpectedly personal. Imagine the scene with me. It's evening. The city outside glows gold through tall glass windows. Inside, the hotel lounge hums with soft music and low conversation. And at a small corner table, two familiar faces sit close enough that fans instantly recognize the warmth between them. Witnesses say the pair looked relaxed. Not rushed, not guarded. Junho leaned slightly forward as he spoke, his expression gentle and focused. Yoona listened with that soft smile fans know so well, occasionally laughing in a way that made nearby guests turn to look, not out of curiosity, but because the moment felt naturally joyful. Now, I want you watching this video to think about something. If you saw two stars you love sitting comfortably like that in a foreign city, would your first thought be work trip or something more? Fans online clearly leaned toward the second option. Clips and photos, though brief and slightly grainy, spread quickly. Some showed them walking through the lobby side by side. Others captured what looked like a shared dessert, with Yoona nudging the plate toward Junho as if insisting he try it. Nothing dramatic, nothing sensational, just small gestures that felt incredibly intimate. And sometimes those small gestures speak louder than grand declarations. For longtime fans, this sight stirred memories of their previous collaborations and public interactions. Many still remember how effortlessly they matched each other's energy on screen and at events. Their conversations always seemed natural, their smiles never forced. So seeing them again years later, in a setting that looked almost like a date from a drama, felt like fate replaying an unfinished storyline. Let me ask you this. If two actors share undeniable chemistry in public, do you think it's purely professional, or can feelings sometimes grow quietly behind the scenes? Social media reactions exploded with theories. Some fans insisted it must be work-related, perhaps meetings about a new project. Others weren't so sure. They pointed out how relaxed they appeared, how there were no visible managers hovering nearby in the photos. One fan wrote, "They don't look like colleagues. They look like two people who enjoy being together." And honestly, that comment alone fueled thousands of replies. But what makes this story especially interesting isn't just the sighting itself, it's the timing. Both stars have been focusing on individual projects and personal growth in recent years. They've spoken in interviews about valuing meaningful connections and finding balance beyond the spotlight. So when fans see them sharing a calm, private moment in one of the world's most romantic cities, it naturally sparks curiosity. Could it simply be friendship? Of course. Could it be a reunion between trusted colleagues catching up? Very possible. But could it also be the start of something new, something that quietly grew over time? That's the question fans can't stop asking. Some hotel staff reportedly described them as polite, warm, and comfortable. One anonymous post claimed they stayed longer than expected, talking quietly even as the lounge began to empty. No dramatic exits, no attempt to hide, just two people enjoying the moment. And maybe that's why fans are so drawn to this story. It doesn't feel staged, it doesn't feel like a publicity moment. It feels human. Think about it. When celebrities are constantly surrounded by cameras, the rare moments when they look truly at ease stand out the most. And this sighting gave fans exactly that feeling. Of course, neither star has officially commented on the Paris moment. Agencies remain silent, which, as you know, often makes fans even more curious. Silence leaves space for imagination, and imagination is something fandoms have in endless supply. If you were in their position, would you address the rumors directly or would you let the mystery linger? There's something undeniably poetic about the idea of two Korean stars sharing a quiet evening in Paris. It's the kind of scene scriptwriters love, distant from home, wrapped in soft lights, where conversations feel deeper and time seems to slow down. Maybe that's why this moment resonates so strongly. It feels like a real-life extension of the romance and emotional storytelling fans love in dramas. Except this time, there's no script, no director calling cut, and no confirmed ending. Just a memory caught in a few photos and 1,000 fan theories. And honestly, that uncertainty might be what makes it special. Because whether it's friendship, reunion, or something more, what fans saw was genuine warmth. And in an industry often defined by polished images and controlled appearances, genuine warmth is rare and unforgettable. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this Paris moment was simply two friends catching up after years in the industry? Or do you believe it hints at a deeper connection fans have sensed all along? If they were to star in another project together, would you watch it instantly? Tell me in the comments, because the best part of stories like this isn't just the sighting, it's the conversation we have together afterward. Until the next story unfolds, keep your eyes open, your theories ready, and your heart prepared for whatever surprise the world of Korean entertainment brings next.